Hi, I want to talk a little bit about relationships. We all have relationships in our lives, whether they be with a partner, a spouse, a sibling, a parent, a friend, a colleague, a client. Relationships are all around us. And when we're in a relationship, a successful relationship, in my opinion, there are three compounding parts which bring about that success. And I wanted to talk about those three successes. They are the three C's: communication, compassion, and compromise. Within a relationship, a successful relationship, it's really important that you feel confident to be able to have those difficult conversations should they be required within the relationship itself. A successful relationship with a marriage or in a romantic sense is often one where you have two strong people who are independent in their own right and they choose to share their life with another. They want to be together. They may need each other at times for support, but they don't need each other completely, and the relationship is not codependent. It's a relationship of two halves which works, and communication is key. Talking about everything and anything whenever you feel it is appropriate or required, from an emotional level to just a what are we going to buy from the supermarket this week level. It's really, really important. But equally as important as that is compassion, and compassion for one another, but equally compassion for yourself. Really important that you have that compassion for yourself, which enables you to be vulnerable and to communicate those important things at times when it is required. And then the third C that I refer to is, and I always forget this one, which is very curious, but the third one is compromise. It's really important to compromise within a relationship because no two people are the same. We are all unique in our own way, and there will be times when you or your other half or whomever you're in the relationship with want different things, and it's at that point where compromise is an essential component, because we can't always have our own way, because it's not going to be okay for that other person necessarily. So a compromise is a good thing. A compromise doesn't mean necessarily massively negative. It just might mean that instead of going to see a rom-com, you're going to go and see a war film. Possibly a bad example for many, but it's hard to come up with a specific metaphor. So the three C's, in my opinion, lead to a successful relationship. And those three C's are communication, compassion, and compromise. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. If you are having any difficulties within your relationship, whilst I don't offer couples therapy, I do offer one-to-one counselling, and you may find bringing in any issues that you might be having within your relationships, bringing them into therapy may support you in navigating them in a different way. Counselling can be very supportive. So thank you very much for listening, and take lots of care. Bye.